Adam, I think a lot of people, when they envision Archer, when they hear Archer, they think of air taxis, they think of urban mobility. What is the opportunity in defense for Archer?
Yeah, well, I think it's quite common for aircraft manufacturers to participate in both the commercial aspects of the industry as well as the defense aspects. The commercial side of Archer's business has become very mature, and the aircraft is in the late stages of its development and certification program. And so it was a great opportunity for us to really extend and expand our capabilities and move into the defense side. And of course, partnering with Anduril is an amazing opportunity as they're the premier defense tech company in the world.
So what does that product look like when it's all said and done in partnership with Anduril?
So we're building a hybrid electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. It will have a lot of the same capabilities that you've seen on the commercial side. So these are vehicles that can be produced at much lower costs. They're vehicles that have low acoustic, low thermal signatures. And so applications that will be very helpful towards defense vehicles. I think it's also really important to the US Department of Defense that we add new capabilities. There's this whole new trend in affordable autonomous aircraft that can help bring new capabilities, but also at the same time dramatically lower costs.
You've been working with the Department of Defense for a few years, going back to 2021, but now you're just creating this separate defense division. Why are you doing it now, and what's different about defense tech going into 2025? Is this about a new administration?
Yeah, so Archer has a team of around 1,000 people, and we've been working for a long time on building out the capabilities of our aircraft. As the aircraft matured, it allows us to take that platform and build variants of it that can be useful across different applications. You combine that with the new administration, and you have an incredible opportunity for us to dramatically expand our business. So on the commercial side, it can be certainly very big, but it also is, for some people, hard to define. On the defense side, it's very clear that there are new needs that the Defense Department, is looking for, and we can certainly fill those as well. So the opportunity here really is pretty impressive.
What's the type of infrastructure that has to be in place for the Defense Department at bases here and at outposts around the world in order for this product to succeed?
Well, the beauty is that they're vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, which means we don't need runways. And so that's one of the big benefits, that you can have these aircraft that can be utilized across many different applications. So you can think about all things that helicopters do, and then there's certainly things that you can envision that go even beyond those use cases. So when you don't need runways, you need limited infrastructure.
I look up at the sky in New York City, and I see airplanes from Boeing and Airbus, Embraer, and the like. I still don't see air taxis. When will I see air taxis?
Well, the air taxis will come to the US as soon as the regulatory pathway is clear. And one of the benefits of the new administration is that they are projecting that there will be an easier time to get through some of the regulatory pathways. That being said, it is still up to Archer to make sure that we produce a safe aircraft, and that's where we really focus. And I think you'll start to see things sooner than you might expect.
What sooner than you might expect? What does that mean in terms of number of years? Am I counting on one hand?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our goal is to have aircraft commercial in the marketplace by the end of next year.
And where would that be?
Well, the starting point is in the UAE. So the UAE has created a framework for us to get to market by the fourth quarter of next year. And so we've been working very closely with the regulators there. But I do think you'll start to see an increasing amount of excitement coming from the FAA as these products get a lot of hours under them in flight tests and really advanced in the certification programs. And so my guess it'll be a short time after that you'll see these aircraft come to market in the US.
And if they do come, or when they do come to market in the US, give us a year that you think it would happen if all goes according to a plan from a regulatory perspective, and where we'll see it in the US. What city, what state will this happen first?
Yeah, so we've announced several key markets that are important to us. LA is a fantastic market. There are over 5 million daily trips that take greater than an hour by car, going less than 20 miles. So when you start to think about that, just the city of LA alone could be bigger than the entire aviation industry globally. And then you start to think about the other big markets in the US that we concentrate on: New York, Miami. And so there's an amazing opportunity here. It's our job to build safe aircraft, and once the regulators deem us safe, then that's when we'll ultimately get to market.